What if I told you that the hottest job in AI pays over $300,000 a year, requires no coding experience, and can be practiced by anybody who has access to ChatGPT? Enter the prompt engineer, or more affectionately, the AI whisperer. In this video, we'll look at what prompt engineering is and see why companies are willing to pay top dollar to acquire this talent. We'll also ask the question, is this a momentary fad, or does this signal a fundamental transformation in human-computer interaction that will reshape the future of work? Welcome to Chaos Theory, a space where we find the signal and the noise of AI, tech, and life. I'm Alex, your resident chaos coordinator. If you like content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. And leave a comment below for what topics you'd like to see covered next. Now, let's begin.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
Models like ChatGPT are incredible in their ability to generate plausible-sounding, human-understandable pieces of text. Some have even called such algorithms sentient because of the lifelike intelligence coming from such systems. However, those working in the trenches in AI know full well that while these models are impressive, they can be unruly and difficult to control. The models can hallucinate and generate responses that were not intended. Sometimes that can offer us pleasant surprises like, oh wow, I didn't know GPT could do this. But deployed in a real-world setting where the stakes are high for machine learning to get the answer absolutely correct, hallucination is most certainly a bug, not a feature.
You're going to teach them your name and Ian's.
Yeah, so that we can learn their names if they have names and then introduce pronouns later.
To wrestle back control from this seemingly alien technology, as well as discover more latent capabilities within these large language models, big tech companies and startups created a brand new job to fit the cultural moment, a prompt engineer. First, what is a prompt? Put simply, a prompt is a piece of plain text that a user would write to give instructions to the AI on what it wants it to do. If you've played around with ChatGPT, you'll notice that your mileage may vary depending on exactly what you type in the chat window. Sometimes, the model will spit out pure nonsense. Other times, you'll find that by simply rephrasing your ask, being a bit more detailed, and perhaps adding a few examples, you get a near-perfect response to your original inquiry. Because there's an art to crafting a good prompt, and the stakes are high for getting the most out of these expensive AI models, companies have turned to hiring talented prompt engineers.
It's science.
Enter the prompt engineer. Replacing what Harvard Business Review once called the sexiest job of the 21st century, prompt engineers have taken the mantle from data scientists and captured the spotlight as being the next superstars in tech. In the past, one would need to know how to code in programming languages like Python or C++ to be able to interact with machine learning models. However, prompt engineers use the most universal programming language of all, plain speech, in order to tame these powerful but unruly AI algorithms. The task of a prompt engineer is to push the boundary for what today's large language models can produce and to steer them in the direction of generating content that is aligned with what people want it to do. But instead of explicitly writing code, they write English. Andrej Karpathy, preeminent researcher in AI, said, "The hottest new programming language is English." Karpathy also points out that these AI also function kind of like AI psychologists. You have to listen to what it says, craft a thoughtful reply, and perform a back and forth to achieve a common goal. The beauty of prompt engineering is that anyone can get started practicing their skills today. With just a mouse and keyboard and access to a large language model like ChatGPT or Bing AI, all of us can play around with different prompts and see for ourselves how to best get these algorithms to do what we want. In that sense, it's truly a democratizing innovation, and it's no wonder that it's captured the imagination of people worldwide. For a job that was only just created in the past year, it's already given some people almost celebrity-like status. One of today's most preeminent prompt engineers is Riley Goodside. At the time of this post, Goodside works at Scale AI, a San Francisco-based startup focused on providing labeled data to enterprises. Here's what he had to say about prompt engineering. The AI has no grounding in reality, but it has this understanding. All tasks can be completed. All questions can be answered. There's always something to say. The trick is constructing for it a premise, a story that can only be completed in one way. Each request to a large language model is pruning down a list of a near infinite number of answers and identifying the most correct response. Prompt engineering, then, is more fundamentally about constraining behavior than it is about creating something new. The prompt engineer has to carefully wordsmith prompts in order to get the AI to ultimately do what the human operator wants it to do. Goodside says, it can be a very difficult mental exercise. You're exploring the multiverse of fictional possibilities, sculpting the space of those possibilities, and eliminating everything except the text you want. So we know the importance of prompt engineers. The question you're all probably asking now is, how much are they paid?
It's not about the money, money, money.
Making bank writing prompts. AI startup Anthropic, which is founded by former OpenAI employees and creator of the large language model Claude, recently posted a job opening for a prompt engineer and librarian in San Francisco with a salary ranging from $250,000 to $335,000. Even beyond the tech industry, the demand is hot for prompt engineering talent. Boston Children's Hospital started hiring for an AI prompt engineer who could write prompts to analyze healthcare data from medical studies and clinical notes. London-based firm Mission de Rea is also hiring from a legal prompt engineer. As part of their application process, interested applicants need to submit screenshots of how they've dialogued with ChatGPT. But while there is currently red-hot demand for AI whisperers, is the job function actually sustainable? What is certainly going to be true is that these models will increasingly get better and perhaps more controllable. The recent spike in interest in prompt engineering is because the technology feels so new and foreign to us. When we get a better grasp on how to guarantee the outputs that AI can generate, or better yet, the AI is able to better prompt itself to get the desired output, maybe we won't need prompt engineers anymore. Like any disruptive innovation, jobs will come and go. But one thing is for sure, prompt engineering is key to interacting with today's large language models. So just like how expert software engineers are often called wizards or ninjas, the tech community has crowned prompt engineers with the mysterious, sexy-sounding title, AI Whisperer. It evokes images of someone speaking something into existence. How with one whisper, in this case a carefully worded prompt, one can make magic happen. Hey, thanks for watching it to the end. It means a lot to me. If you like this, please subscribe and leave a comment for what you'd like to see covered next. Until next time, to embracing the chaos together.